Welcome everybody, welcome to one of my Let's Compare Games video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Forza Horizon 5. Right now the screen you're seeing here is PC version that I'm doing the voiceover on. But what we're going to be doing today is comparing the Xbox Series X versus the PC version. On the Series X, I'm having the game running in its quality mode, which will be 30 frames per second, which you'll see seen here in just a minute. That gives it its highest possible graphics capability for what they say the Series X can do. Then I'm going to take the PC version here, also set it at 30 frames per second, and I'm going to run it at its highest graphics quality. Basically what we're doing with these videos is just seeing, one, when you're playing the game physically and you're not sitting there looking hardcore at stuff, can you see a difference? So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Welcome back, Matthew.
Alright, well first up here, let's take a look at the Xbox Series X. I did have it in graphics mode performance, which gave me 60 frames per second, so I did change this before starting the game, which I take it down to, like I said, here the quality mode. You'll see a change, and it's going to tell me you have to reset. So did that, reset it. So now it's in the 30. Now let's take a look at the PC version. Alright, the PC version here. Go into the video first. As you can see, we're at 4K, 30 frames. I did turn off the HDR though, because it does make the recording really lousy. Then graphics, I put everything at its max. So let's see what happens here, shall we? PC on the right, Xbox on the left. Alright. So now let's take a look at what happens here. It's the same race for each system, the Copper Canyon Sprint. I tried to match it up to start at the exact same time, a little off here and there, but totally not too bad. So like I say, one of the biggest things I noticed when running a game at 30 frames a second is input lag. I did notice a lot more than normal. That's why I usually run the game at 60 or higher. Here is trying to see, if you're looking at the game and you're playing it, do you really see a big difference between the PC and the Xbox version? You'll hear a lot of people talk about PC Master Race versus the console peasants, as a lot of people call them. But like I said, at this point, what do you guys see? Do you feel that the PC version looks better? Xbox looks better? It's a big question that a lot of people will have. Granted, I am running the game at 30 frames on both of them, so we are staying steady at 30. There is a lot of input lag that does happen at 30 frames a second. And I do know with these smaller screens that I'm showing on here, it might be hard to determine which one really looks better. But I figured this would be a better way to compare the two, having it side by side. So for me personally, with these two games, I do love to play it more on my PC, mainly because I can get a higher frame rate. The monitor I use on the PC, which the Xbox also runs off of, technically is only a 2K monitor, but it's 144 Hertz. And even at 4K, I can run Forza 5 on here at about 120 Hertz. So I do like it better there, and I do feel the color is a bit better, even though in these screens here watching, you really can't see it. So pretty much it's kind of up to you, it depends on what you like. I even have an Xbox Series S here at home, and that's actually what I started on because I couldn't get hold of the Series X. And I was playing the game on that one, and even on there, the game is gorgeous. So it all just comes down to taste, in my opinion. There are a few, I guess, better spots you can pick for both console versus a PC. Mainly it comes down to, on a console, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, it's a closed environment type idea. So they don't have to sit there and worry about making the game work on Intel versus AMD versus you know, the graphic card settings. There's so many different graphic cards you can have on a PC. So many different levels of power, all that fun stuff. And on console, you are set to what the console has, which makes it a heck of a lot easier to make games for. The other big difference would be on a PC that, yes, we can go with higher graphic settings and usually also get higher frame rates. So that comes in handy too. All in all, for me, it's not about a PC Master Race versus the console. It's about being a gamer. If you are a gamer and you like to play on a console, that's cool. If you like to play on the PC, that's also cool by me. The idea is to play games and have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.